Hello everyone, welcome back to edupediaword.com. Today we will be starting a new chapter, Coordinate Geometry. And in this video we will be discussing about distance formula and some questions based on this formula. Friends, suppose we are given 2 points on the Cartesian plane as P and Q such that their coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2 respectively. Then distance formula says that the distance PQ is given as PQ is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and the corresponding units. That is, if we have taken Q as the second point and P as the first point, then first of all subtract x coordinate of the first point from the x coordinate of the second point, that is Q, and whole square it, and similar is the case with the y coordinates, and then take under root of whole of the term. Now let us discuss how this formula is derived briefly. Friends, what does this x1 y1 and x2 y2 means? For P, x1 means that this point is at a distance of x1 units from y-axis and a perpendicular distance of y1 units from x-axis, and similar is the case with Q. That is, x2 is the perpendicular distance of Q from y-axis and y2 is the perpendicular distance of Q from x-axis. But we are interested in the distance PQ. So for PQ, let us first draw a perpendicular from P on Q such that that perpendicular is parallel to the x-axis. So we have drawn a perpendicular PM which is also parallel to x-axis. So by symmetry, we can say that this PM plus x1 is the complete distance x2, or PM can be written as x2 minus x1. Similarly, QM can be written as the complete distance y2 minus y1. Now, in this right triangle PQM, we can easily apply Pythagoras theorem, which will give us PQ square, which is hypotenuse square, is equal to the square of other two sides and their sum, that is PM square plus QM square. Thus, on substituting the values of PM and QM, we can get PQ square as this term, and so PQ will be under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Friends, this formula is also applicable if x1 and x2 are in different quadrants. Thus, we have seen that if we have 2 points P and Q with their coordinates represented as x1 y1 and x2 y2, then the distance between these 2 points PQ is given as, write the x coordinate of the second point, subtract the x coordinate of the first point from it, square this term, and similarly write the y coordinate of the second point, subtract the y coordinate of the first point, square it, and then add these two terms, and then take under root of this whole term, which will give us the distance between the two points. So let us have some questions on this distance formula. Here we are asked to calculate the distance between points. Friends, let us denote this point by px1, y1 and this point by q x2, y2. Then according to the distance formula, pq is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That is minus 1 minus x1 is 1 whole square plus y2 is 4 minus y1 is minus 3 whole square. Thus we have minus 1 and minus 1 as minus 2 whole square, and when this bracket is open it will give us 4 plus 3, because minus and minus will get converted to plus sign, so we will have 7 whole square. Thus 4 plus 49 or under root of 53 along with the proper units. Friends, we have seen that this minus is also playing its part here. Thus this formula adjusts itself according to the quadrants. Now the other question says, check if the points A, B and C are collinear or not. Friends, if we are given 3 points and they lie on the same line, then they will be collinear. That is, if this line is containing all the 3 points, then they will be collinear. But if the line does not contain all the 3 points, that is, through all the 3 points a line cannot be drawn, then these set of points are non-collinear. Friends, for your knowledge, 2 points are always collinear because we can always draw a line from the 2 points. Now, if 3 points are collinear, let the points be A, B, C and they are collinear, then the distance AB plus distance BC will be equal to the complete distance AC. Whereas if we have 3 points that are non-collinear, say again we have points A, B and C, then we cannot say that AB plus BC is equal to AC or AC plus BC is equal to AB. We cannot surely make such statements. So if the points are collinear, sum of 2 distances will be equal to the third distance. So let us check these distances and state if the points are collinear or not. So first of all, for distance AB, let us denote the point A as x1, y1, point B as x2, y2 and point C as x3, y3. Thus AB will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, which will be 1 minus of 2 whole square plus 2 minus of 4 whole square. So we will have 1 plus 2 square, which will be 3 square, plus 2 plus 4 square, which will be 6 square. So it will give us AB as 3 square, that is 9, plus 36, or under root of 45. Thus we have AB as under root 45, which is 9 into 5, and 9 is the square of 3. So we have the further factorization as AB is equal to 3 under root 5 units. Now let us calculate the distance BC. For BC we will be having x3 minus x2 whole square plus y3 minus y2 whole square. Thus we will have 5 minus 1 whole square plus 10 minus 2 whole square, which will give us 4 square plus 8 square, or 16 plus 64. So it will be 80 under root, or 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8, into 10, or 5 into 2. So we have 4 into 4 into 5. Thus 4 can be brought outside the under root. Thus we have BC as 4 root 5, whereas AB was 3 root 5. Now let us calculate AC. For AC, it will be x3 minus x1 whole square, which will be 5 minus 2 whole square plus 10 minus 4 whole square. So we will be having 5 plus 2, that is 7 square, plus 10 plus 4, that is 14 square. So it will be 49 plus 14 square, that is 196, or we will have 245. On factorization, it will give us 7 into 7 into 5. Thus 7 can be brought outside the square root, so we will have 7 under root 5 units. Now we have all the three distances AB, BC and AC as AB is calculated as 3 root 5, BC is calculated as 4 root 5 and AC as 7 root 5. Thus we can see that sum of these two terms, that is AB plus BC, is 3 root 5 plus 4 root 5. Taking under root 5 common, we have 3 plus 4, which will give us 7 under root 5 units, which is nothing but AC. Thus AB plus BC is equal to AC. That is, if we have 3 points A, B and C, then the distance AB added with the distance BC is giving us the complete distance AC. So we can easily state that the given 3 points are collinear. Now the other question says, state the type of triangle formed by the given vertices ABC. So to know the type of triangle formed, let us first apply the distance formula between the different vertices. AB can be calculated as, if we denote all the 3 points as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3, then AB will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So it will be 6 minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus 2 whole square, which will give us 1 square plus 6 square. So it will be 36 plus 1, that is under root 37. Now for BC, the second point is C, whereas the first point is B. So for BC, the distance will be, first of all, the x coordinate of the second point, that is x3, then the x coordinate of the first point, which in case is x2, then similarly for the y coordinates. So we will have x3, that is 7 minus 6, which is x2, so 7 minus 6 whole square plus y3, which is minus 2, minus y2, which is 4. Thus we have 1 square plus minus 6 whole square. So it is again 1 plus 36, that is under root 37. Clearly these two sides are equal. Now let us check for the third side, that is AC. Now for AC, the second point is C, whereas first point is A. So the distance formula will be modified as x3 minus x1 whole square plus y3 minus y1 whole square. So we have AC as x3 is 7 minus x1 is 5, y3 is minus 2 minus y1 is again minus 2. So we have 7 minus 5, that is 2 square plus minus 2 plus 2. So all in all, we have AC as 4 plus minus 2 plus 2 will give us 0, and 0 square is 0. So we have AC as under root 4 units. Thus we have two sides, that is AB and BC, as equal, whereas third side is not equal. to any of the other two sides. Thus AB is equal to BC, not equal to AC. So two sides are equal in case of an isosceles triangle, and hence the type of triangle with the given vertices is isosceles triangle. Now let us discuss another question. Here we are asked to find a point on x-axis which is equidistant from A and B. We are given A as 1, 4. The approximate location will be somewhere over here, and B as -3, 8, which will be somewhat over here. We need to calculate to locate a point on x-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. Friends, let this point be P x1, y1. Friends, since the point P is on x-axis, so for all the x-axis the y coordinates are always 0. That is, for origin we have 0, 0. Here we will be having a point 1, 0, then 2, 0, and so on. Anywhere on the x-axis, y coordinates are always 0. Thus, this point will be reduced to Px1, 0. Now we need to calculate this value x1 only. So we have 3 points A, B and P. A's coordinates are 1, 4, B have coordinate -3, 8 and P has x, 0 or x1, 0. Now since P is equidistant from A and B, we can say that P is equidistant, therefore PA will be equal to PB. Or we can apply distance formula for these two values. If we take A as the second point and let us denote these coordinates by x2, y2 and these coordinates by x3, y3, then we will have PA as, first of all, the coordinate of the second point, the x coordinate which is x2, and for P we have earlier denoted it as x1 and y1, so x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is equal to PB. Let us take B as the second point and P as the first point, so we will be having x3 minus for p we have x1 y1 plus y3 minus y1 whole square. Now substituting the values and simplifying, we will get the required value. x2 is 1, x1 is unknown value, y2 is 4 and y1 is 0. x3 is minus 3, x1 is unknown value, y3 is 8 and y1 is 0. So all in all we have 1 plus x1 whole square minus 2x1 on simplifying this square, whereas for this term we have 4 square which will be 16 is equal to minus 3 square which will be 9 and minus x1 square which can be simply written as x1 square and plus 2 into minus 3 into minus x1 which will be 6x1 plus 8 square which will be 64. The equation can be simplified by squaring both the terms. On squaring both the sides, the square root will get vanished and we will get 1 plus x1 square minus 2x1 plus 16 is equal to 9 plus x1 square plus 6x1 plus 64. Now bringing the variables to left hand side, we have minus x1 square minus 6x1 is equal to 9 plus 64 which is 73 minus these two terms, that is minus 16 minus 1. So this will give us 73 minus 17 or 56, whereas on the left hand side these two terms will get cancelled. Thus we have minus 8x1 is equal to 56 or x1 is equal to 56 over minus 8 or x1 is equal to minus 7. Thus the value of p x1 y1 is p minus 7 comma 0. So the required point on x-axis which is equidistant from a 1, 4 and b minus 3, 8 is p minus 7, 0. So friends, these were some questions on distance formula. Thanks friends for watching Edupedia Word videos.